1. Galactus' true motives revealed in Fantastic Four: First Steps. 2. Exploring the Fantastic Four: First Steps crafting Marvel's first family. 3. Fantastic Four Runtime revealed, MCU's shortest movie at 116 minutes. 1. Galactus' true motives revealed in Fantastic Four: First Steps. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Galactus really after Earth, or is he targeting the tiny Franklin Richards? The director of the Fantastic Four: First Steps, Matt Shakman, has hinted at a deeper, more twisted reason behind the World Eater's arrival, sparking debates among fans. While many assumed Galactus would simply devour Earth like a hungry beast, the film's inclusion of Franklin Richards, a child who can manipulate reality, has thrown the story into a whole new dimension. In the comics, Franklin is a powerful reality warper destined to face Galactus as his herald. That's right, Franklin isn't just a kid, he's a cosmic force. This twist has led fans to wonder, could the two characters' fates be linked in this movie? Shakman confirmed they're destined to collide, but he didn't reveal the full story. Instead, he focused on the film's core theme: it's about the tiniest, youngest thing in the world and the oldest, biggest thing in the universe. Shakman described Galactus as a towering, intimidating figure, emphasizing how Ralph Inessen's portrayal captures the alien's sheer presence. He felt 1,000 feet tall, the director said, highlighting the visual and emotional clash between Franklin's innocence and Galactus's ruthless power. Early hints suggest Galactus might seek Franklin for his unique energy, a theory fueled by a teaser where Reed Richards mentions the villain wants their baby. But here's the twist: in this storyline, Galactus could be trying to make Franklin his herald, a role he's long been assigned in the comics. However, the film's universe is likely to be destroyed, which means Franklin's power might backfire, tearing the cosmos apart. If that happens, Galactus would be temporarily stopped, though the truth about their dynamic will be revealed soon. The Fantastic Four: First Steps hits theaters on July 25, 2025. Stay tuned for updates on the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more superhero news. https://www.youtube.com/user/heroic-hollywood. Anthony Singletary, https://heroic-hollywood.com/author/Anthony-Singletary, has always been fascinated by stories. As an aspiring screenwriter and video editor, he loves connecting fans with the latest heroic updates. What do you think? Should Franklin be Galactus's herald, or is this a dangerous misunderstanding? Share your thoughts in the comments below. 2. Exploring the Fantastic Four: First Steps crafting Marvel's first family. Imagine a world where the boundaries of science fiction and reality blur, bringing to life one of Marvel's most iconic families. This is the story of the Fantastic Four: First Steps, an upcoming cinematic marvel that promises to transport audiences back to the golden age of the 1960s while introducing us to a bold new chapter in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU. But here's where it gets fascinating: this isn't just another superhero movie, it's a tribute to optimism, family, and humanity's endless potential. In this official Crafting Fantastic Four featurette shared by IGN, we get an inside look at what went into making this ambitious project come alive. Director Matt Shakman, executive producer Tim Lewis, and the talented cast take us behind the scenes, sharing their experiences crafting a film that bridges two eras. On one hand, it harks back to the hopeful spirit of the 1960s, a time when anything seemed possible. On the other, it serves as a cornerstone for modern storytelling within the MCU, promising to redefine how we see these beloved characters. So who are the faces behind Marvel's first family? Pedro Pascal steps into the role of Reed Richards, also known as Mr. Fantastic, the brilliant scientist whose intellect knows no bounds. Vanessa Kirby portrays Sue Storm, or Invisible Woman, whose powers extend far beyond invisibility to include force fields and fierce leadership. Joseph Quinn embodies Johnny Storm, the fiery Human Torch, whose bravado matches his flame. Finally, Eben Mossbackrack brings depth and heart to Ben Grimm, better known as The Thing, whose strength is matched only by his loyalty. Together they form a team unlike any other, a family bound not just by extraordinary abilities, but by unbreakable bonds of love and trust. But let's talk about the stakes. In the Fantastic Four, First Steps, our heroes face their greatest challenge yet, Galactus, a cosmic entity with an insatiable hunger for planets, played chillingly by Ralph Ineson. Accompanying him is Silver Surfer, portrayed enigmatically by Julia Garner, whose motives remain shrouded in mystery. What makes this threat even more compelling is how deeply personal it becomes for the team. It's not just Earth on the line, it's everything they hold dear. Supporting this stellar core cast are standout performances from Paul Walter Hauser, John Malkovich, Natasha Lyonne, and Sarah Niles, each adding layers of intrigue and drama to the unfolding narrative. Directed by Matt Shakman and produced by Kevin Feige, with Louis Desposito, Grant Curtis, and Tim Lewis serving as executive producers, the film benefits from some of the industry's finest creative minds. Set against a backdrop inspired by the retrofuturistic charm of the 1960s, the movie blends nostalgia with cutting-edge visuals to create a universe that feels both familiar and refreshingly new. And this is the part most people miss: the true brilliance lies not just in its spectacle but in its message. At its heart, the Fantastic Four, First Steps is about balancing responsibilities as global protectors with the intimate dynamics of family life. Can you save the world without losing yourself in the process? The Fantastic Four, First Steps hits theaters on July 25, 2025, marking a monumental moment for fans of the MCU and newcomers alike. So here's the question worth debating: do you think this reboot will live up to the legacy of Marvel's first family, or does the pressure of expectation doom it before it begins? Share your thoughts below, we'd love to hear what you think. 3. Fantastic Four Runtime revealed, MCU's shortest movie at 116 minutes. Imagine this, a superhero film that's not just another lengthy MCU behemoth. With a runtime of 116 minutes, The Fantastic Four, First Steps stands out as one of the briefest entries in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In stark contrast to sprawling epics like Avengers, Endgame and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, this upcoming installment promises a succinct yet engaging experience for audiences. So why does The Fantastic Four, First Steps clock in shorter than usual? A significant factor is the absence of John Malkovich's character, Ivan Kragoff, also known as the Red Ghost. In an early draft of the film, Malkovich's character was slated to appear alongside a cadre of super apes, battling it out with the iconic Fantastic Four. As director Matt Shakman revealed in a conversation with Variety, this character's removal was a tough but necessary choice to streamline the plot. Shakman reflected on the complexity of blending a retrofuturistic 1960s atmosphere with the introduction of numerous characters, a child character, and multiple villains. Some elements had to be sacrificed to hone in on what truly matters in the film. This approach aims to deliver a focused narrative rather than a sprawling storyline bogged down with excess. He also shared that Malkovich's performance was phenomenal, which made it especially painful to identify his scenes for removal. But it is the concept of restraint that seems to work in the film's favor. By trimming potential tangents, First Steps can effectively spotlight the essence of this superhero family as they embark on their new journey within the MCU. Presented against the colorful backdrop of a 1960s retro future, the film reintroduces Marvel's first family: Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, Human Torch, and Ben Grimm, the Thing. Their most formidable adversary emerges as the cosmic entity known as Galactus, portrayed by Ralph Ineson, alongside Julia Garner as the intriguing herald, Silver Surfer. The stakes escalate dramatically when Galactus sets his sights on Earth, intent on consuming the entire planet, intertwining their struggle with personal stakes. Kicking off Phase 6 of the MCU, the film sees Matt Shakman at the helm, working off a script from a talented writing team including Eric Pearson, Josh Friedman, Jeff Kaplan, and Ian Springer. The cast features a star-studded lineup. Pedro Pascal steps into the role of Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby takes on Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn will light up the screen as Johnny Storm, and Eben Mosbackrack portrays Ben Grimm. Julia Garner's role brings a unique twist to the Silver Surfer as the Shallabal version. Supporting performances from talents like Paul Walter Hauser, Natasha Lyonne, and Sarah Niles add depth to this highly anticipated narrative. With anticipation building, The Fantastic Four, First Steps is set to hit theaters on July 25, 2025. Will this film's shorter runtime signal a fresh new direction for superhero storytelling in the MCU? What elements do you think should stay or go to enhance the experience? Join the conversation.